Welcome to the latest Motley Fool scoreboard. I'm on in Chocolate Blue. We've got longtime fools Tyler Crow and Travis Hoyam giving a 1 to 10 rating to a top 200 stock in the primary Hidden Gems database. It's United Rentals, ticker symbol URI. First, we'll rate the strength of United Rentals' business, including factors like industry and competition. A 10 is invincible, a 1 is hopeless. Both of you have 8s here, Tyler.
United Rentals is kind of one of my favorite archetypes of a business. It works behind the scenes. It's in a durable but mature industry, and it grows that by, consolidating a fragmented industry. I think the rates of returns are good for this company, considering the capital intensive nature of having to own a bunch of fleets of, lift machines and cherry pickers and things like that. I'm tempted to score it higher, but I think there's so much exposure to construction and infrastructure spending that it's a little too sensitive to macroeconomic activity for it to be a 9 or a 10.
Yeah, I don't like agreeing with Tyler, but I agree. United Rentals has a monopoly in stuff I want to buy and not rent for construction in many industries. So when you're the go-to in that kind of market, it's a really attractive place to be.
Right. Rent and not buy, right?
Yes.
Hence
yes.
the name.
Sorry. Rent, not buy.
For management, a 10 is a Warren Buffett. 1 is a Homer Simpson. Travis is at an 8. Tyler, you've got a 10.
Yeah, let's go. Look, I'm not looking for visionary leadership here. We're renting out tools and equipment. I don't need, the greatest CEO of all time. What I want is good stewards of capital and the business with well-aligned interests with shareholders. The CEO, Matt Flannry, he's a corporate lifer. He's been there for 27 years. And even before that, he was at a company that United Rentals acquired, and the company is promoted within ever since Brad Jacobs started the company back in the late 90s. And most important to me for these types of business is that executive compensation is incredibly well aligned. Things like return on invested capital, above cost of capital, revenues, earnings per share, all the things that drive investor outcomes are in that compensation. And I think that works very well for investors.
It's a great argument when not the best CEO of all time is deserving of a 10, but that maybe says a lot more about the business. Look, I just had to go a little bit lower. I think 10 is a little bit extreme, but Flannry has done a really good job at doing his job. And like Tyler said, that's really all you want from an executive in this position.
Tyler Crow also thinks Brock Purdy is a 10. All system quarterbacks, let's go. For financials, a 10 is a fortress. A 1 is yikes. Both of you have 8s, Tyler.
Yeah, grading on a curve here because renting equipment is capital intensive relative, to software or whatever. So it needs to be replenished frequently. You can't run a Bobcat forklift for 15, 20 years without it falling apart. So margins and returns are good for this business. Again, grading on a curve. The balance sheet's okay. And I think the knocks for me lately it's been slower growth, and free cash flow conversion has been weakening a little bit because of that slower growth.
Yeah, I had to go really high here. The return on invested capital has fallen a little bit over the past couple of quarters. I think that's largely because of the dynamics that we saw during the pandemic and kind of coming out of the pandemic. But that ROIC has nearly doubled over the past decade. So that just shows how well the company is being run and what sort of leverage they're getting on the business. So the trends are moving in the right direction, and it looks like the moat is widening.
All right, Travis, let's talk valuation. How well will United Rentals stock do over the next 5 years, and how safe is it? 10's a sure thing, 1's a lottery ticket.
Yeah, it went pretty high here, 10 to 15%, and then a 7 for the safety score. 20 PE multiple is reasonable. I like the double-digit growth rate. This isn't a sure thing, but it's a high likelihood that this is going to beat the market over the next 5 years.
So I went 15 plus for the returns and a safety score of 5. Since its founding in 98, its annualized rate of return is above 15%. And that even includes the stock going as much as down as 80% during the Great Recession. So it has the track record of doing this. I'm couching my optimism with a low safety score because, again, the business is tied to economic activity. And if we were to go through a prolonged downturn or something like that, that would definitely hurt on those returns.
Thank you to both Tyler and to Travis. They've given United Rentals an overall score of 8.0 out of 10. Even that 5 safety score from Tyler couldn't take it down further. That means that I'm buying shares of United Rentals, at least $1,000 worth, and holding it for at least 5 years. For Toppets, Travis prefers Toro if he had to pick. It's close probably from the way he said it to me. Look out for a new scoreboard every market day at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next up is Philip Morris International. Till then, Fool on. We've got longtime fools. Let me do that again. I'm combining your names. 3,
Triler.
2, Triler Hoy Crow.